how does your day-to-day look like? So don't enroll just because you have to study to be successful. No. It is not normal for you to get certified and quit your 9 to 5. So health coaching, what is a health coach? Who is a health coach and what do they do? So a health coach is a wellness authority, and let's just call it a supportive mentor who works with clients to help them feel their best through food and lifestyle changes, whatever their best means to them. And that's what's cool about health coaches, is that they are really the middle person between the doctor and the nutritionist. So when we go to the doctor and the doctor pretty much is like, okay, you know what, you need to lose weight, or you need to decrease your stress, or your job is making you, is it giving you health problems. They state the obvious, but in terms of you actually executing, they really don't do much, right? And so then usually what doctors do is that they refer you to a nutritionist when it's nutrition related, but the nutritionist is very analytical about their approach. At least to my understanding, majority of nutritionists are trained in terms of macros, micros, and very analytical approach. And we know that lifestyle really doesn't really care about the analytical data. When we are unhappy, when we're stressed, when we have a job we don't like, when we are neglected, or we feel like we don't have a support system, all of these things may contribute to our health and are the way that we eat. So nutritionists really don't cope with that part of the lifestyle. And so that's when a health coach comes in, and it really just teaches you the foundational parts of health, and that there are multiple factors really contributing to nourishing your body. And so health coaches really help their clients find a way to make those small changes in their spirituality, in their career, in their relationships, among other things that help them live a healthier lifestyle. So we're here because we have this commonality, right? We want to help people. We want to get started with helping people, but we have some questions. It's expensive to get certified. It's a time commitment. It might be a pivoting journey in particular with you and maybe the job that you're doing right now. So I'm here to ease all the questions I had and I've had throughout my health coaching journey, which now I help health coaches jumpstart their business. But I'm going to just try and answer everything and cover everything. So first things first is before we get certified. I wish someone would have told me this piece of advice before I went ahead and invested in a certification. I wish someone would have told me, don't get certified to gain clarity, get certified to take action. Okay, this is something I always tell my clients, or even people that are ready, willing, and able to go ahead and dive into the entrepreneurship industry, specifically with health coaching. And that is, when you dive into a certification, whatever it is, whether that's through IIN, through another functional medicine school, at the end of the day, you need to know that you want to have that lifestyle, that you want to do that work, that you're ready and committed to live in that mission before you get certified. Okay, don't get certified to know if you're going to want to do that. It's taking the same approach as university. You're not going to major in, I'll give myself as an example. I majored in veterinary science without even knowing what a life of a vet tech really entailed. So first thing I would recommend before getting certified as a health coach is shadow and interview people that are health coaches. Okay, because there's health coaches, and we all know that there's so many different types of health coaches. And if you're a health coach, please feel free to comment. I am a blank health coach, because I'm telling you right now, I, first off, pivoted as a health coach within the health coaching industry at least 3 times. I was first mostly dedicated to the mindset, then I was dedicated to the gut health, and then I was dedicated to mostly losing weight and physical training and all these things. So a health coach really does a lot of things. It puts on a lot of hats, right? So knowing what type of health coach you want to be, or at least what you're keen to do by interviewing people and hopping on calls with people, is the best approach. And one thing that you can do to start taking initiative to meet with people is go to their Instagrams. Go to their Instagrams and see what type of health coach they are, or at least if they're a wellness coach, and send them a message. Hey, I'm super interested in joining IIN, or I'm super interested in joining blank certificate. I see that you graduated. Tell me more about your journey, right? Or I'm currently going through this certificate and I see that I'm leaning more towards this way. Could we hop on a call so I can ask you a few questions? Honestly, just shadow work. Shadow day to day, right? Ask them questions. How does your day to day look like? What does your work entail? How much time do you spend doing blank? Just asking them questions to see if that really matches with your ideal lifestyle. And so the reason why I joined the nutrition school that I joined to become a health coach was because I saw the incredible people that were graduating from the school. But I'm telling you, people from all over the world, first off, which multicultural health coaching is honestly my pillar because I'm bilingual. And then two, I just started seeing that all these people were professionals. They were writing books. They were doctors wanting to help their clients in a more profound and integrative way. And there were incredible health coaches doing, recipe books and hosting workshops and doing all these things. And I said, wait, I don't know what I want to do between all of this stuff, but I know that I want to do this. And this commonality really gets me going. So then you're starting to keen more into health coaching in a more, it, right? You got to do it. And that inner calling comes after you see opportunity. So don't enroll just because you have to study to be successful. No. You study when you see the opportunity and you see the possibility and you fall in love with that process. And then research schools. Research schools. Do your investigation. Don't just go with what your best friend took or whatever is popular on Instagram. Go with what's really going to help you go from A to B. And ask the admissions office those questions. Now, I am going to talk about IIN today because I graduated from that school. A lot of you know me because of that school. So the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, perks and cons, just overall. Usually people like the fact that they offer now a year-long program and a 6-month program, okay? And it is the world's largest health coaching program. So the amount of community resources and ability for you to get a job if you want to work for a functional medicine doctor, or if you want to really connect with people all over the world, this is the one for you. Because I'm telling you right now, it is massive. And the amount of connections that you can make is incredible. Now, it does have a very supportive online community, and that's really what makes this school stand out. Now, usually what people don't like about it is that it is an expensive program. It's about $7,000 total. It could be like $600, and I think I have it written down here. $6,795. And there's several payment plans, but honestly, for me, it was 100% worth it. That money is nothing compared to everything that school has given me. And I've actually gained back like quadruple the amount in referrals. So it's super worth it. However, it does require a lot of time commitment. It really does. I think it focuses on different dietary theories, and I think it's a great exposure to have so many different dietary theories because of the fact that as a health coach, you can't really recommend a specific dietary theory. You can keen towards one and have, the choice to live with one, but at the end of the day, you're dealing with people they were born in different circumstances. They have different limiting beliefs. They have different problems and reasons why they are eating the way they're eating. So you recommending one dietary theory, it just makes absolutely no sense. So that's why I love the way that IIN portrays 150 different ones. So you come out of that school going, okay, I am equipped. It doesn't matter if someone comes to me and goes, I want to thrive as a carnivore. I know, and I have resources for that, you know? I felt so equipped, especially because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So it was really good exposure. It's important to understand that IIN requires a lot of time commitment. And when I say a lot of time commitment, maybe I would say a minimum of 5 to 6 hours a week. And I was working a full-time job and I was taking the year-long program. So double that amount if you're taking the 6-month program. Okay, so it is a lot of time commitment. It's kind of like a part-time job. But what I did is I would listen to the lectures as podcasts while commuting, when I was cleaning my home, when I was working on, I don't know, say I was exercising. I would listen to them as podcasts. And honestly, guys, it was the way that I was looking and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I was feeling so overwhelmed with my vet tech job and I wanted to quit it so bad that it was just the only thing keeping me alive. So honestly, this was not even time consuming for me. It was an investment of incredible time that gave me a lot of energy to sustain everything that I had to do to become a full-time health coach. So I loved it. I had a great time and it wasn't too intensive for me. So during the certification, take action while studying. Okay, listen to this. Take action while studying. The cool thing about IIN is that they will tell you when to take action. And the cool thing about IIN is that they encourage you to take action. There's so many certification programs that literally make you study and study and study and study and maybe take an intensive exam and maybe practice on someone, but they don't really encourage a lot of action taking. It was probably the reason why I graduated with 6 paying clients. It wasn't probably the reason. It was exactly the reason why I graduated with 6 paying clients. It was because I practiced. I practice on people for free. I practice on my family. I practice on my friends. I took the time to take initiative and to understand and give context to all the theory that I was studying, because therefore when I graduated, I had something to work with, right? So the more you wait on taking action and the more you study and just sit on your notes, the scarier it will get, because once you graduate, then you have absolutely no excuse to not take action, right? While in the meantime, you could have used that motivation during the certification and during them telling you, yes, you got this, let's go, to help you take action. So knowing the books and knowing the content will give you absolutely no confidence. What gives you confidence is working with people and seeing that this stuff works. Now, how do you take action, right? Like, what do you do to take action? How does that look like? So you're going to be learning a lot. One thing that I would do is start highlighting the things that really interest you. Okay, so I'll give you my example. When I was studying all these different dietary theories, one of the things that I really enjoyed was the primary food. And the primary food is everything that makes us us, but not food. So our 9-to-5 job, our spirituality, our home environment, all these things that make us us, that's what interested me, not actually the nutrition, which they call it the secondary food. So when I was understanding that what my thing was personal development, self-development, awareness, mindset, all these things, I started really keening into that and understanding why that is the beginning of them understanding why nutrition is important. So I was helping people that were not really sure yet about how they wanted to lose weight or how they wanted to become healthier. I just wanted to help those people that were so stuck in their heads, that couldn't take action. Those were my people. And I felt so incredibly passionate about that. So I started really just narrowing down the information regarding that. Mindset work, spirituality, how to start meditating, how to get started with a personalized morning routine, like all these little things. Stress too. And so once I favored all of that content, I started practicing health histories with the specific goal being like that they all had to they all were open for change in their primary food and consequently with their secondary food. So I was helping people that knew that they needed to work on this to be able to work on anything else. So mostly psychology, honestly. I needed to know and I needed to be equipped with the nutrition questions. Don't get me wrong. If someone asks me, like, how do I read labels? I can't go like, I'm sorry, no, we're in the mindset section, you know, no. I need to be able to be equipped with anything. So what I did was I grabbed all the information regarding plant-based medicine, and the basic foundational work of getting started with health, because that's what my avatar needs. My avatar doesn't need to know about gut health just yet because they don't even know what health really means in their minds, right? So gather that information, gather plant-based information. So I had primary and secondary food ready to go. And then I started hopping on calls with health histories. The first health history I had, which by the way, for those of you who don't know, health history is the clarity session. I call it clarity session. Some other people call it discovery call. Some other people call it health histories. Evidently, IIN is a health and nutrition school. Therefore, they call it health histories. But pretty much I would take like over an hour to just interview people, honestly, like ask them the questions. And the first person that I hopped on a call with was my accountability buddy. I had an accountability buddy throughout the whole year of my certification. Her name is Rachel. I remember her vividly. We don't speak so often anymore, but she is a yoga instructor now and a health coach still. So I think she lives in Texas now. But I follow her on Instagram and we keep in touch. And she was the first person that I started doing health histories. And the cool thing was that I was so nervous to get started, but she was the one, she was in the same boat. So she would be completely honest with me and just lay it all out. Like, hey, I've been struggling with this. I down my fridge at night. I do this and this. And I was like, whoa, like, okay, thank you so much for being honest, first off. But I promise to be reciprocal and be as honest with you so you can actually work with something. So that was a beautiful experience. But it wasn't really the experience that I needed. It was the experience to get me started. But I wanted someone that had no idea about any health related things, right? So I started building my website because I was getting excited. I wanted people to know that I was a health coach. I was about to get certified. So when I got my mid certificate, I contacted a high school friend that did website design. And that high school friend drank Coca-Cola like a maniac in every single one of my calls. And I said, are you interested by any chance in exchange of services? And she said, what does that mean? And I said, well, I have a 6-month program that I want to practice on people for free. And actually, I didn't say for free because it was an exchange of services, but I have this desire and need to get started with this coaching journey and I need a testimonial. Would you be willing to set up my website and I will help you with your health? Obviously, she had to be ready to get started. And honestly, I caught her at a beautiful time because she was so ready. And I know that you guys know someone that can help you that is ready to make a change in their health, and you can do that exchange of services for them. And so that's what I did. My website designer was my first client, and she was a free client, but she was giving me, a lot of tech support. However, guys, month 3 of that 6-month program, I said, I'm never going to do this thing for free ever again. Ever again. This is hard work. This is commitment. It's not just like me hopping on a call with this person. This is investigation, doing research on the back end, sending them paperwork, doing the whole thing. Like, it is a lot of work. So after that is when I started feeling a little bit more ballsy to start charging. And this is before I got certified. And so I started charging. I charged nothing, guys. I'm telling you, I charged like $50 a month, my second client. Then I charged $100 a month, my third client. I started just increasing my prices as I felt the need to. IAN recommends like $150 a month when you first get started, and then when you graduate, like what is it, like 200 something? I think 250. But they give you the guidelines as to what they recommend, and I honestly went with what they told me. Some things I did intuitively, some things I didn't, and I graduated with 6 paying clients. 6 paying clients. It changed the game for me. So during that process, I quit my veterinary technician job and I got a health coaching job as a bridge job. So that's another thing that I want to talk about, bridge jobs. Let me normalize this real quick. It is not normal for you to get certified and quit your 9 to 5. Do not pretend that you're going to have a perfect uphill linear success and just quit your 9 to 5 when you get certified. No. Getting certified is simply permission for you to do the work. And for you to see the results of that work, it takes time. And it takes commitment, and it takes mentorship, and it takes investments. And for you to be happy and financially stable while you're doing all of this experiment, then you need to get a bridge job. Now, when I say bridge job, it just means a job in the meantime while you become a full-time health coach. There's a lot of people that don't normalize this. There's a lot of people that don't talk about them having a full-time bridge job before they become successful coaches. And honestly, that was one of the things that I didn't normalize, guys. I used to just talk about quitting your job, freedom, independence, all these things. But honestly, what gives us the most happiness and time freedom is the fact that we don't have to worry about financially our things and our responsibilities while we're building the brand of our dreams. Because that takes time. And we change our mind. And then we get clients that we don't like. And then we change our mind again. And then we pivot. And then we relaunch. And then we do something else. So it's just a journey that you really have to go through. And Charity can tell you, she's been following me for a while. She's probably seen me transition like 4 different times. And it's been, don't get me wrong, I've been profiting this whole time and I've been monetizing, I've been making a living out of it. But it's not something that I'm like, just like balling money, when I'm doing all this stuff. Like I prepped well with a part-time job as a dance and fitness instructor and health coach for United Healthcare, which was an insurance. And so I worked a 9 to 5 sitting like on my computer while creating my brand, while doing the dance and fitness instructing. And all of that was just to become full-time. So I did a lot of work to get to where I'm at. And it's not all fancy and yogi and perfect meditation and perfect morning routine for you to get certified. Like it is hard work, but it's so worth it. So worth it. And it's so much more enjoyable than having a crappy 9 to 5. I promise you. Like doing this work was very rewarding and very exciting. So after their certification, you feel a little withdrawal, right? It's like a bittersweet feeling because you lose the accountability of hopping online and logging in every single day into something new, a purpose-driven moment. You kind of lose that, right? Because you don't have the constant accountability. You also don't have to show up for those coaching calls and coaching circles and your accountability buddies. So the lack of community starts kicking in. And then the ongoing trainings, right? Looking forward to a training, looking forward to, okay, at this time I need to do this. Then the schedule starts becoming all up to you. So what do? You find yourself an accountability buddy, okay? A graduated accountability buddy. And you find yourself a community. And that's exactly the reason why I created C2C. Because I wanted you guys to meet and at least be in close reach to people that are going through the same fearful experiences, that are going through the urge to get started and to help people and to impact the world, yet they're also dealing with normal life and normal scarcity mentality and all the things that come with getting started with your business. And I also wanted to provide ongoing training so you guys had the opportunity to know what's working, what's not working, other people's experiences, doing the interviews, doing the shadows, so you can feel more empowered. So being here, you're kind of good to go after the certification. The only thing that you do need to do is show up, which usually people don't do after certifications. And let me be real with you right now. I have helped hundreds of IN grads, hundreds. People that want to sign up and never end up signing up, people that graduate and ask me for help, people that finally end up graduating to IN, like different stages. And the people that don't make it are the people that don't show up, period. The people that show up daily with support and community make it full time. They make it, or at least they're on their way to make it. So if you do need help after graduating, if you want to hop on a clarity call with me and just ask me all the questions, Gabby, I need accountability buddies. First off, they need to fulfill these things. Find me someone. I'll find you someone, no problem. I know too many people. And if you're looking for support in terms of your business, getting started, launching it, I can also help you with that. I do that on a daily basis. One other thing that I do want to mention. Do not keep getting certified, okay? Biggest misconception for graduates, when people graduate as a health coach, they want to specialize, and then they want to specialize more, and then they want to take the book course, and then this course, and then that course. Honestly, guys, the more certifications, this is not going to give you confidence and help you monetize. It will help you obviously develop new programs, absolutely. But if you're just taking courses waiting for you to launch your business, the longer it's going to take for you to be able to live that dream reality. So I would take that health coaching certificate and go home with it, right? Like take action, gain clients, take initiative, and monetize that. And then after you're starting to go, okay, I'm getting the hang of health coaching, but I really want to work more towards gut health, towards immunity, towards blah, 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 then get certified. You see what I'm saying about the educational and understanding what exactly it entails before getting certified? It's so important because we waste so much money and so much time and energy on educating ourselves through books and not through experiences. And experiences is what you can actually monetize. I promise you. Believe me. Okay? Thank you so much, girls and guys, and whoever are watching this, for being here. I appreciate you. I so admire the fact that you want to make this world a better place, and I really, really hope that you end up following your dreams and going for what you love.